Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. Rise of the Necromancer. By far and above the best campaign music I have yet heard. Absolutely amazing. Rise of the Necromancer. Sandro must fight his way past his old master and several other lords who want the artifacts he carries. Once in Deja, he will make allies and soon rise to the top of the Deja hierarchy. Tarjay. Defeat all of Sandro's enemies to win the scenario. However, if Sandro is defeated in combat, the scenario is lost. Sandro is limited to level 5, but will carry his experience, skills, and spells on to the next scenario. Ethric is a sly old warlock. He has spread word of Sandro and the artifacts he carries to the lords of this region. Some of the lords want these artifacts for their own use, others want to destroy them. Sandro must defeat all these lords and get into Deja. Evil theme.
Has finally tracked me down. He hasn't been too happy about me becoming a necromancer. Wants to remove the blight from his kingdom. Ethric is no fool. He spread word of my location to those who would stop me. It does not matter. I will defeat these fools, soundly beat my master, and continue on to Deja, where they will appreciate my talents.
At last, you have the cloak of the Stannis King and the armor of the Stannis. Your plans to take over Deja can now commence. Ethric, your old master, became furious when he received word you became a necromancer. When he learns about your plans with these two artifacts, he will be absolutely livid. You have also learned Ethric has spread word of your whereabouts to those who lost these two precious artifacts, and to others who have their own reasons for despising necromancers. Your journey to Deja might have a difficult start, so you send a party of scouts ahead to search for any signs of an ambush. Materials completed then, we're going to try and do everything. Alright, so it's not even a difficulty, it's just a preference. The only reason we're going to end up restarting in the beginning of this is if we can't get to Expert Necromancy before we hit level 5, because playing this campaign without Expert Necromancy is just boring. And not something we want to do with our lives. You have just received a threatening letter from the barbarians due west. It reads, Sandro, my name is Jeddak. Perhaps you remember me. Sorry, Sandro. Because these aren't barbarians due west, it's the warlock to the east. Sandro, my name is Jeddak. Perhaps you remember me, if your memories are not clouded by your undead mind. We were students together under Ethric. By becoming Necromancer, you have completely shamed me, for it was I who introduced you to Ethric. I should have listened to him. From the start, he doubted your ability to wisely endure the burden of magical knowledge. Ethric told me of the 2 artifacts now in your possession. Know this, Sandro. You will not get past me on your journey to Deja. I have allied with the Rampart town up north, and they stand with me against you. I will take the artifacts from your rotting corpse and return them to Ethric. You do remember this Jedi. Not only was he one of Ethric's best students, but he was also your best friend. So, he feels guilty for introducing you to Ethric. You will have to find a way to use this weakness against him. It's a reroll. Hey Circle Arc, welcome to the stream. Restarting with these arties? Yeah, man. Campaign was meant to be played with expert necromancy. Yeah, man. Yoda, send a letter. No. He comes later. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a winner! Six liches! It begins! Your spies send a message. My sovereign. As difficult as our travels may be now, we don't foresee them getting any easier. We have learned desert surrounds our base of operations. This desert is infested with hostile creatures, guarding all mines, taverns, and anything else they can lay claim to. Our enemies have great numbers, with many heroes to command them. You must travel very safely and be prepared for battle at all times. Don't tell me what to do. Our power grows. Your advisors remind you it has been almost a week since you received that threatening letter from your old friend. They suggest you reply to it soon if you were to use your friendship to your advantage. You order for a messenger. Deliver this message to Jedite. I have received your letter of warning. Am I supposed to run and hide, fearful of your vow to stop me? No. Your threat only strengthens my resolve. I will take these artifacts to Deja, where I shall use them to rise to the top of the Deja hierarchy. You and your pitiful little band cannot stop me. If you stand in my way, I will kill every living soul under your command, and convert their undead bodies to my cause. By the way, thank you for introducing me to the powers of magic. Without your help, I would never have achieved such greatness. The messenger quickly writes your message onto a scroll and goes on his way. You wonder to yourself if the message was perhaps a little too confident, but, hopefully, giving him a glimpse of the monster he helped to create will shatter his own confidence. Archery, archery. Looking for archery to schmork the map. Archery, archery. Look out! We're looking for archery. Hmm. 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 Your neighboring town is coming into view. Jeddak has become quite a powerful lord as well as a powerful warlock. You have learned he is a man of his word and has never backed down from a battle. You wonder if going into combat against a former friend will affect his strategy. After all, both sides have the advantage of knowing exactly what and how each other will act in battle. Yeah! More liches! I have a better idea. It's amazing he's still able to get perfectly there. Yes, it worked. Ha 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 ha! Gotcha! Got your nose! Ah! Ah! Trying to group them together. That didn't work. That's what you get. It said 2 turns. What the hell? Alright. Basic air magic. I'll go pick that up. Tragic loss. Perfect bait. It worked. Free town with a capital. Sandra needs less flesh on his face. Rumor has it that that is his true form. He just hasn't used it yet because he's trying to get through. We've seen it in Heroes 1 and 2, after all. Sending a message confidently announcing your intentions to your enemy is not normally your approach. You prefer a deceitful manipulation or a surprise attack to the chivalry of civilized warfare. However, you are paying your advisors a large sum of gold to reveal your enemy's weaknesses to you, and they advise you thusly. Send a message to all towns in this area announcing you hold the artifacts, then explain with excruciating detail just how terribly powerful you will become when you use them. Tell them if they don't permit you to pass, you will use the artifacts in battle and cast the shadow of death over their land. They said it. They said it. Roll credits. Good Heroes Complete-a-thon, boys. On to the next game. You agree that the announcement will at the very least shake your enemy's confidence. and perhaps even delay them with debate so that you can continue your journey into Deja. If the message fall back, lost my place there. If the message fails to deter them from blocking your passage, then you can always fall back on the more sinister methods of persuasion you prefer. After several hours of rough drafts and wine goblets, you finally settled upon the final wording to be sent at the next dawn. Jesus. Crusader Week! Guys! It's Week of the Crusader! Deus Vault! Deus Vault! Yeah! We shall take Jerusalem! We have retaken the Holy Land. And a 1, and a 2, and a skiddly, diddly, 2. Goodbye, Jedi. You fool. Only a fool would try to stand between me and history. By now, all the fools standing between you and Deja know about the artifacts you carry. However, there has been no official response to your message. This could mean a few things. They are quietly preparing a surprise attack. They don't believe you are a threat worthy of serious consideration. Or they are a very weak and easily frightened people. You suspect that latter explanation, and wonder what Ethric was thinking when he enlisted these people in his cause. Clearly, they're just an easily weak and frightened people. How could it be anything else? Build the Red Tower, comrades! Even slowing their fat? What? Oh, they didn't go yet. Gotcha. We gave it an honest effort. You're dead. Shh. Tries to weaken his army on purpose. Yeah, man. Your spies report overhearing the following conversation between Lord Papashko Frighten and one of his commanders. Yes, sir. Ethric's message was received this morning. Sandro is in the area and does hold the artifacts. We've replied to Ethric that we will retrieve the artifacts and give them to Jedi. Shall we prepare to attack Sandro's army, sir? Yes, we had best do that, and quickly. That Sandro is a sly one. He could be right under our noses. He is set to strike as suddenly and silently as a wraith. Prepare your men. Word travels fast in these parts. You think to yourself, so much for a surprise attack. Dun 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 dun. Difficulties: easy, normal, hard, very hard, extreme, impossible. Ramps. Is he Infiltrating Chronicles? He is. Just wait, we'll get there. A spy returns with word has come about internal conflicts among your enemies. Your old friend Jeddak and his allies want to seize the artifacts and promptly return them to Ethric. However, two other allied stronghold towns to the north and to the northeast want the artifacts to remain in their possession. According to you advisors, Lord Jabakis, the leader of these two towns, is Ethric's illegitimate younger brother and suffers from little man syndrome. It seems that Jabakis has always been envious of his older brother's prestige, and you suspect that he believes he can gain more respect from his peers were he to have the two artifacts. You permit yourself a sinister smile. Psychological attacks are the kind you enjoy most. With any luck, your enemies might just kill each other off, and you can pass through to Deja like a shadow in the night. Dun 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 dun. Goodbye, Papa Oof. Come get, bitch. Or be a little pussy. That works too. We must bring them 12 griffins! And plague remains the leading cause of death among the elderly, including liches and power liches. No, he's little brother of Ethric, not Jeddak. Well, Ethric looks like Agent. There it is! Thought they were only kids' tales! Could it be? The Titan's Gladius! Usually the AI takes that already, that's why I didn't even pick it up. Ha ha ha! Boat combat! PogChamp! PogChamp! Boat combat! Yeah! We're gonna get everything we can with it, you know? Even the Griffins if it lets us. Goodbye, Sarek. The Lion Shield of Courage! Purple has been vanquished! Wow! Now the map is red and ours, comrades. Dreadful news, sir! A soldier frantically runs up to you and tells you that someone broke into your quarters, slashed your linens, and drove a large sword through the middle of your bed. Attached was a note saying, Sandro, death to you, and all who would follow you. I will seize those artifacts you have stolen. The note was unsigned. Sir, I'm sorry to report that the intruder, whoever it was, came and went undetected, the soldier continues. And the news gets worse, sir. The intruder took your hidden gold. All of it. 1,000 apologies, sir. With a snarl, you raise your sword and lop off the soldier's head. You could have been assassinated had you slept in your own bed last night. Your troops need to be better trained in the art of defending against covert attacks. Minus 10,003 gold. And the Mets are already losing! Yeah! One pitch in and they're losing! Yes! That's as fast as you can possibly be losing! Poor gold. Hey Doc Jackal, welcome to the stream. Canadian soldier, eh? Indeed. Hey Yalander. So it's 3 extra gold that pissed Sandro off the most. Yeah, man. Sigh to Gretchen. What are you doing in my swamp? Gonna say the same thing over here to Gertie Bird. It's one of the most fun things to do, in my opinion. Wow, guys, a wizard recently discovered a spell that can make a whole army fly. They're on their own, boys. A close siege. Mets won't get the #1 pick. The Orioles will. Dun 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 dun! Dun 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 dun. Sorry, taking L's, yeah, man. That's what they get. A try-hard tent. Green has been vanquished. And then there were 2. Go away, Zubin. Yeah, get over here. It was exciting. Love when I moves all of his, yeah. Love when I really, you know, game plans. Just to do nothing. Chicken. I'm going to clip your wings. Oh yeah, Tessa? Oh yeah? Aw, it only lets me invite necromancers? I was gonna try and get Ryland out and see if we could roll for Diplo, but we can't. Jabbarkus! Jabbarkus! Ah, Luigi! This place looks familiar. You have a hazy memory of bringing a beautiful maiden here several years back, and your thoughts are interrupted when one of your spies approaches. Sir, Lord Jabbarkus knows you are in the area and is planning to kill you. He has not forgotten you kidnapping his daughter and violating her. He has recruited a large army from another stronghold in the northeast and plans to attack you shortly. Did he make mention of the artifacts? You ask. No, sir. Well done. Dismissed. Hodor. Hodor. Here we go. It's your guys' favorite cutscene. Blah. Alright, so give me a second. Blah. A rustle comes from a bush alongside the road. You leap off your horse, sword in hand, to investigate. You peer into the bush for a moment, and then suddenly thrust your arm inside and pull out a man-sized, red-skinned creature. The pit fiend shakes himself off the ground and dusts himself off. Who are you, and why have you been spying on us? You demand. The pit fiend looks at you and smirks. I am Shalongarg. I am here on orders from my brother from the northeast. And just who is your brother to order you to spy on me? My brother is the great Lord Jared, the pit fiend declares proudly. No doubt you have heard of him. His conquests are legendary. All tremble at his name. The pit fiend's arrogant smile vanishes as you burst out laughing. Jared? Yes, I know of him. I have heard that he's a two-bit highwayman who leads a ragtag band of hedge thieves on a miserable little raids. Legendary conquests, his laughable escapades are like the buzzing of a gnat that is barely worth the effort to swat. And you, Shalongarg, have the gall to try to intimidate me with such a pathetic reputation? Tell me, you sunburned toad, What does this laughingstock of a lord want with the great Sandro? I have orders to remain silent. Shalongarg stammers, at a loss for words. Never before has anyone dared to speak of his brother thus. Tell me of your brother's plans, or I will have you quartered one limit at a time. The pit fiend slouches and stares silently at the ground. You grab his horns and force him to look you in the eyes. You have been looking for Sandro, and now you have found him. Now tell me why your worm of a brother is interested in him. Shalongarg's eyes bulge and ears bleed under the immense pressure of your grip. You pull him close to your face. I will crush your skull like an eggshell if you don't answer my questions. You suddenly raise the wretched demon, and release the wretched demon, and he falls to the ground. You raise your foot and place it on top of his head. Wait! The pit fiend sobs. I'll tell you what to know. When my brother learned that you had the artifacts, he ordered his troops to seize them from you at all costs. I was sent to get information on your numbers and movements. You pick up Shalongarg by the head again, and look him in his terrified eyes again. So, your brother plans to challenge me. Perhaps some of your people have courage in them. Perhaps they are not all like you. Sheep to be slaughtered. With a quick twist of your wrist, Shalongarg's neck snaps loudly, and he falls to the ground. Suddenly, you hear a loud noise from all of the bushes surrounding you. A large army attacks you. Large army indeed. 39 liches, baby! We'll try that. Yeah, I'm not a fan of him either. I'm through Watcher. We already reached. Yep, we already reached Helm 3. Welcome to the stream, Phantomas. Which campaign is it? Rise of the Necromancer. And we started with Shadow of Death, so no. ROE and AB still have to be done. We're going in chronological order through the games. So it only made sense to go Shadow of Death first. Thank you. You're welcome. I hope that's better for you. Alright, we're going to leave that up. And the reason we're going to leave that up is because it stops the AI from being able to get anywhere. Shmore growth +5. So basically, the AI is trapped. Beautiful. We can fly! Armageddon! It's a shame I didn't actually get wisdom, though. He wants the Titan's Gladius, and he gives me 13 attack skill. Gotta buff Sandra. Whoops. You should have known better. You are attacked. 60 more liches. Okay. Hashtag Rovers. Hey, Ludwig. And hello, Ozza. When we complete the Griffin quest, I know, right? There's the Griffin map, and then the Griffin quest on this one, and then there's the Halberdier quest in the third one. Neither of which can actually be completed unless you just happen to get lucky. In this one, you would need either a month of the Griffin, or for them to show up. Or sorry, a Diplo here to grab them. And then the Halberdiers is, yeah, two months of refugee camp luck, or sorry. Oh. Or get a Diplo here to grab him somewhere on the map. Neither of which gives you anything as a reward, though. Charge! Ah! Say we got them all back. Sarks, they taking L's. And we win. Zabakis! What's the reward? There is no reward. It's literally a blank. It takes the Griffins, gives you nothing. Build more armor of the Stannis. You can in this campaign. Hey Corral, welcome to the stream. This soundtrack is so good. Yes, it is. Master. Defeat Ethric and all of his allies to win the scenario. However, if Sandro is defeated in combat, the scenario is lost. Sandro is limited to level 10, but will carry his experience, skills, and spells on to the next scenario. Sandro now faces Ethric and one of his allies. He must defeat the old warlock before moving on to Deja.
Ethric just doesn't give up. But I have found an ally. Vidomina is a young wizard with aspirations of being a necromancer. For the time being, she will be useful. But we will part ways once we get past Ethric and into Deja proper.
Yeah, my three favorites are the snow theme, combat theme 2, and then that theme. During your journey to Deja, you meet a young wizard named Vidomina, who wishes to become a necromancer. You agree to take the grim young woman on as your apprentice after she demonstrates a natural talent for necromancy by killing and temporarily resurrecting small animals. Her training goes well, and you soon take her into your confidence. You explain to her your quest and the powerful artifacts you possess, and why Ethric wants your head. She grasps the situation quickly, and begins making suggestions for attacking Ethric. Defeating him will be difficult, but with this bright new apprentice, your odds have improved considerably. I don't know, Sandro. If life has taught me anything recently, 0011, you're better off alone. Goodbye, Daremyth. Man, Vidomina sure has changed. She will. Vidomina continues to demonstrate great talent and dedication to becoming a necromancer. Having spent the day conferring with your advisors, You were not available to tutor today, but in the evening you check upon her studies. As you watch her practice incantations under the moonlight, you realize that she is also quite beautiful. Suddenly her eyes meet yours, and she smiles warmly. You turn away, slightly ashamed for the momentary indulgence. Necromancers are not supposed to have such feelings! Vidomina walks over and places her hand on your shoulder. Good evening, Master. It is good to see you. I missed your company today. You brush your hand away. Your first lesson for this evening. Do not be so familiar with me. Necromancers must constantly deal in death, and it is wise to remain distant to those around you, even your mentors. Yes, Master, Vidomina replies sheepishly. Now, for your second lesson. Do not place too much trust in other people, especially the living. All day long my advisors have been providing information about this land we journey through, but I worry that I have grown to rely on them too much. I need you to go forth and bring me your own impressions of our situation. Discover how powerful our enemies are, how many troops they have, and what kind of magic they use. The last 4 towns I encountered were quite easy to defeat, but I do not wish to fall into the trap of being overconfident. I need a fresh pair of eyes to appraise what lies before us. Now go! As you watch Vidomina ride off on her first lone excursion, you can't decide whether to feel relief or apprehension. Long, thick branches wrap around your body and pull you to the ground. You are attacked by dendroid soldiers. Do we think Yogg knows his Vidomina has joined Sandra? Nah. Crystal poachers! Hey Yukara, welcome to the stream. They're not mods, they're loyal viewers. Circle it. He's in love, I tell you, a skeleton warrior whispers to his comrades. Haven't you seen the way he looks at her? Why, when she rode off, he practically got all misty-eyed. Shut up, you fool, a zombie warns. Spreading gossip like that can get you killed, Rushby. Ha! I'm not afraid of Sandro, the skeleton snorts. Why, he's so love-struck. I wonder if he still has the metal to lead us into... A sudden bolt of lightning sends the skeleton's charred bones flying in all directions. There will be no more of such talk. Now back to your duties. Sandro snarls at the surviving troops. They quickly scatter off to their posts. Curse your human frailties, you admonish yourself. If you fail to keep your emotions in better check, your armies may lose confidence in your leadership. The Silver Pegasi don't look too happy to see you. As you begin to approach the orbit, they lash out at you. You should have known better. You are attacked. I like this supposition where the skeletons are like on break. Yeah, man. Alright, we must reach level 10. Blue has been vanquished. Just waiting for them to come through the portals. Because what always happens is the AI will use them first, and then open them. There it is. Hey Savannah, welcome to the stream. Thought Hom 3 campaigns are supposed to be hard. How can you possibly lose with that armor and cloak? By not knowing what you're doing. Have you ever, before I answer any more, have you ever played the Heroes 3 campaigns? Or are you just assuming? They're mostly too hard for me, haven't tried this one. Well, then there you go. Keep watching. A message from Vidomina arrives. Master, there are 2 rampart towns in this region. Ethric sent word to them explaining the incredible danger posed by you because of the artifacts you carry. Unfortunately, dwarves populate one of these towns, and when they learned that one of your artifacts was stolen from their people, they agreed to join Ethric's fight against you. Be wary when passing through this area. Signed, Vidomina. The trees around come to life. You are attacked. You are successful. And green has been vanquished. I will find that spyglass. It is the key. One of your spies asks to speak to you. Sir, After studying our Dwarven enemies for a week, we have learned much. When the artifact was stolen, each Dwarven tribe thought the other one stole it, and they have been at war in the years since. However, when Ethric's letter arrived, they have joined forces for the first time. You must be ready for a large battle. Clearly. Army of the Damned, obviously constructed from Dwarven stone. Yeah, man. The trees come to life. You gain 6 liches. Where's Phenomena? Where she belongs. One day Ram should do Heroes 3-a-thon with a rule that you can't lose a starting town or lose it. See, if you start putting restrictions on things, then it's not going to be as fun. Like, I don't like ways, like, losing in stupid ways. If I get beaten, that's fine. But, like, there was one of those Hom 2 scenarios where, like, yeah, if you lose your starting town, you lose the scenario. You're, like, 8 months into the scenario before someone, like, DDs across the map to it. Come on. It's like the no load thing. Like, fuck that. If the AI gets 8 morales in a row, which they have, I'm gonna just reload it and try again. I'm not wasting 5 hours. Gotta OP that cover of darknesses. There it is. Goodbye, Ethric. I need to find that spyglass, though. I need it for, logistics. Town Portal Festival! Oh, Teleport Festival. Yeah, it's so much fun. Welcome back, Quick. Come on, Walking Dead, hold the line! No, what are you doing? That's the two guys right there! Meta shot. Only one. That's what you get. Hold the line! They did. They did. We shall defend the city, comrades! They did, comrades! They did! Unicorn growth +5. Oh no. Don't tell me it's not here anymore. I'm gonna be so sad. I think they took it, guys. Sandro's fun, just go kill shit. It really is. Hold on, I just to make sure I'm not misremembering. Yeah, someone took it. Damn. You can get Armageddon's Blade in the last scenario from a taupe. We did it once, and Meridian did it once. Go for it, dude. We're gonna be here for a while. We will hold the line again. Hold the door. Yeah, defense keeps taking damage from the thing. Yeah, it's something. It's like a bug with 2 hex units. I don't know why it does that. They like weight too, so they take extra damage. Primal Edge MVP. I shall take this spyglass one way at a time. Who might have it? He will have it. The importance of that artifact cannot be overstated. Advanced logistics. This is one small map, I know. And now the power liches. Ah. I just came into Steel Towns. Yeah, it was only a matter of time, though. Unlimited power! Phineas Vilmar. Defeat all of Sandro and Phineas' enemies to win the scenario. However, if Sandro or Phineas is defeated in combat, the scenario is lost. Sandro and Phineas are limited to level 20, but will carry their experience, skills, and spells on to the next scenario. Sandro and Phineas Vilmar are going to wipe out Lord Alaris before he can tell the others of Phineas' transgressions against the old king of Deja. Once they have completed this trivial task, they will be able to work on removing other bothersome lords from the Deja court.
Traveling to Deja, I met Phineas Vilmar, an ambitious but slightly foolish necromancer. He has some holdings here and is trying to increase his realm of power. With my skills of persuasion, he should soon find himself in the position he craves. Of course, I will be the shadow, whispering orders into his ear.
Into his ear. Phineas Vilmar is a young lord who desires power. With such a greedy appetite but a poor head for tactics and political manipulations, he is quickly taken to your direction. He's a prime candidate for becoming a puppet. He just doesn't know it yet. You decide to make him very dependent upon you and get him promoted through the ranks. And let the army grow. Duke Alaris has a problem with Phineas Vilmar and with you waltzing into Deja with a full army. Not to mention you possessing 2 powerful combination artifacts the Duke wouldn't mind getting his hands on. Reports have confirmed that Duke Alaris warned nearby Avli lords about your powerful standing army, and they're preparing for war. Reports confirm that 2 separate groups of Avli forces have tunneled underground and intend to launch surprise attacks. Unfortunately for them, you will be prepared for their paltry attempt, and they will rise as members of your undead army. Is Phineas gonna move in this scenario? Maybe at the end. Not in the beginning. Is that guy only in possession of 1 eye? Looks like it. 2 hero challenge. 1 hero challenge. A contingent of skeletons blocks your way, refusing to let you pass. Grabbing one by its sternum and jerking its whole body, you growl, "Tell me what you are guarding." We've been ordered to keep any intruders from entering Lord Alaris' territory. You rattle his bones, and he decides no lord is worth this treatment. The skeleton tells you everything. Alaris plans to wipe you out and take the armor of the Stannis and the cloak of the Stannis King for himself. Anything else he may have said about these artifacts is a bag of lies. Tossing the skeleton aside, you prepare to kill the entire contingent. And do. Lord Alaris. We have arrived. Oh, earth magic, there it is. And there's the capital. Tan has been vanquished. And he's just chilling in the house with the witches. Yeah, man. What's this guy's specialties? Well, Sandro is just typical Sandro. Phineas' specialty is animate dead, I believe. Phineas finally useful, yeah, man. Stop where you are! Shouts a voice out of nowhere. Why do you stop us? You shout back. We already told you, Lord Alaris, we will not join you. I'm not Lord Alaris. You explain? Oh, the voice says, relieved. A dwarf appears from the top of the building before you. Greetings, I am Taruz Dandu. Thank goodness you are not Lord Alaris. That man is so exasperating. Oh, why do you say that? He never gives up. He wants us to provide him with gold so we can fund a takeover or some such nonsense. But the fact is, we don't give a hoot about above-ground politics. We just want to mine in peace. Oh, really? What mine are you referring to? There's a good gold mine not too far from. Produces more than any other mine. We can't get to it until they stop trying to raid this area for resources. Apparently, this Sandro fellow is also after all our gold, not just Alaris. The dwarf looks closely at you. Hey, you're not that Sandro fellow, are you? I've heard some bad things about you. People say you just go about killing everyone so you can get bigger armies. I would be glad to have such intelligent servants within my army. It is true, I am Sandro, and to me, you are simply recruits who don't know it yet. Having said that, you push forward and attempt to take over the town. And do it. Archery. We're looking for archery. And down goes Kier. And now we push west. Your spies inform you there are 3 tribes of dwarves in the area. None of them are allied with Alaris, but all have gained much information from him. 2 are here to avenge the death of their family members. Apparently those dwarves you slaughtered on the way here have some big brothers or cousins who want to use your bones for toothpicks. Like the others, they will soon join your undead armies. What happened to Vidome and Did he ditch her? It says he leaves her afterwards. I mean, we set up our own lore for that. Just got rid of her instantly, but Stoic of the Locust. Verdish is defending Hauntswind. And then flees to leave it to the dogs. Uh-oh, ribcage. X for Earth Magic. So you get fewer power liches than you do the normal liches. I really don't mind. Phineas is the worst campaign hero of them all. Nah, we don't mean it. She's 0011. Where's Verb? Sandra's such a Chad. He really is. Oh. Take that, Dimension Door. Defended the wrong town, Iceland. I like how they keep defending each other's towns so they can't actually properly buy their defenses. Oh, sorry, we haven't heard the dungeon theme yet. Here you go. This is the lava theme. Enjoy. I'll be right back. Don't worry, guys, I wash my hands. Hey, see, guys, there's Vidalmna. She's right here. She's defending Sorrow Crown. Hey, Jenda. Welcome to the stream. I don't play Fake Heroes 3. You are greeted with sharpened sticks pointed directly at your face. The stout dwarf passes between his tribesmen and approaches. "Who goes there?" he demands. Before he can see your face, an illusion covers your bones with flesh. "No one of consequence," you answer meekly. "Why do you stop us from passing through? We mean you no harm. We are on the lookout for a criminal named Sandro." "Criminal? What crime has he committed?" "He has slain our brethren, and we intend to exact vengeance upon him. They stood opposed to the evil he created, but fell beneath his mighty sword." The dwarf replies. "You certainly look prepared. What makes you think this Sandro might be near?" "We've received warning from Lord Alaris. He may be a necromancer as well, but he too wishes Sandro to be stopped. We will allow his armies to be depleted and then defeat the both of them, removing the evil artifacts from possession of the necromancers." "Well, I wish you luck. It sounds like you're going to need it. By the way, do you have any idea who I am?" "You? I don't believe we met before." "Then allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sandro, and I take great pleasure in ridding the world of stupid, boastful dwarves like yourself. You wave to your army. Attack! Yeah! I'm gonna regret not taking ballistics, aren't I? Uh-oh. You know, one of these days we'll do this campaign and get archery of Sandra. One of these days. Oh, hideous hero. Alright, we're almost there. Stop, Sandra. Nonsense. Dwarves stand no chance, indeed. Oof. And the Mets are winning! Oh my god! And that should be that. Expert Fire Magic, level 20. It is that. And here we go. Let's enjoy the music a little more. Hopi, Hopi. Is it just me or is this the Darkest Heroes game and the funniest? I don't know. I'll answer that question at the end. We gotta finish though. It's definitely dark. But bear in mind, Heroes 4 starts with the world blows up. Every single chapter of Chronicles has an advisor die. So, but do keep that in mind. Dukalaris. Defeat Dukalaris and all his allies to win the campaign. However, if Sandro or Phineas are defeated in combat, the scenario is lost. Sandro and Phineas are limited to level 25, but will carry their experience, skills, and spells onto their next campaign. They will do no such thing. Phineas won't even look the same. Neither will look the same. All Phineas or Sandro must do is remove the Duke of this area. Once he is gone, they will be literally a step away from the throne. The new king is still not settled into his throne, and will be easily replaced. With any luck, he will suffer an accident in the future.
Soon, Duke Alaris will find himself permanently among the dead. Right now, our plans go well, as we prepare to launch an assault. Phineas does not agree with my tactics, but I know that his tactics are certain death. It is only a matter of time before he realizes his error and follows my direction. Soon, he will come to see that he cannot survive without my guidance.
So I believe the only town themes we haven't listened to yet are the tower theme and the complex theme. So it's a lot harder for me to remember in this game because A, they don't show up in this entire set of campaigns, and B, I don't remember which are exactly the or like which we haven't listened to, whereas the other games I knew for a fact I hadn't heard it yet because it was new to me too. So soon the Duke Alaris will find himself among the dead. Your plans are going well as you prepare to launch an assault. Phineas does not agree with your tactics, but you know his are certain death. He suffers from the delusion that he is a tactical genius. Soon he will come to see that he cannot survive without your guidance. Alright, boys. Achoo! 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 There we go. Guess somewhere I just skipped a turn accidentally. I don't care enough. Our knowledge has been stored here and we will not share it with anyone! Okay. Just had to do it to him. Alright, what can we get from the toad? They resist 40%, and we still won. Easy, free, full town. They're all free. Don't forget about Armageddon's Blade. I didn't, that's why I rushed over here. Ah, we didn't get it. Got the red orb! Look, it's Real Heroes 3! There it is! Oh, what a beautiful artifact. Should be it for teal. A maxi! Sandra's on a rampage. Yes, he is. Progress. Alright, boys. Down goes the Duke. I'll show this one. Stats! 39 attack! We did it! Most will fully upgraded neutral towns, yeah. Looks like it's played on cheat mode. I mean, I'm using Dimension Door, but that's just to speed it up. I could just as easily be walking normally and skipping turns like I did in the first scenario. And this'll do it. And that's the end of Sandra's campaign.
Our plan has been a great success. We are quickly on the rise. The king is impressed with Phineas's stunning show of force and ability. Soon, the king will understand the full view of my vision. Then it will be too late for him.
Feel sorry for Sandra's opponents. Well, we're about to play as them. Yeah, I didn't think we were beating 22-10. If only. Number 2, King Stannis, Rise of the Necromancer, 2195 score, Archangel rating.